I'm feeling good.
Here you have this white woman who was in this black man's car, which he is the Uber driver. She said she didn't feel safe while still sitting in his car, but she wouldn't leave nor get out of his car. Even though she's calm and so unsafe. Make this make sense? She had to call Uber support, or whatever you call it. This is the white woman trope of what these Mayo Menace Mandy's always do. This is their behavior, their character. It's in their DNA to act like this. Now listen to this unbelievable video of her lying, trying to get this man to respond in an angry, aggressive manner like they think we all do. Sigh.
He's videoing me now.
Yeah, for my safety.
If you feel endangered, I would refer you to call the police.
So what do you provide as a safety line?
She says she feels unsafe. I'm sitting here, obviously, have my seatbelt on. Nothing's going on. She's sitting back there. She refuses to get out of my vehicle. So I'm recording for my safety.
Is there any store or is there anything in the area that you're in that you can go in and wait for your next Uber driver?
As you can see, there's the businesses right in front of us. You see the businesses. She says she don't feel safe, but she refuses to get out. She can go right to the business over there. There's chairs. She can sit there with her things and wait for her next Uber.
He's gonna drive off with my packages. I mean, this is like, I've never had this before. I'm pretty surprised that you're not able to provide more assistance other than call the police. I have an expensive package in the trunk. If I get out, what if he drives off with it?
Now she's saying I might drive off with her things when I can clearly just take them out and place them over the side.
Get out of his car and he's on the phone with the authorities. You could get your package and wait for your next Uber.
But how do I get the package? I need him to open the trunk.
Open the trunk.
Okay.
You can ask him to open the trunk.
Well, I'll do that right now. Whatever gets you out of here, I don't care. I'll open it. You get your package. Whatever you need to do. I'm going to get her package out of the back because she's scared I'm going to take her package. This is her package. Get her package out. Set it right here beside her so she can have it. Her package is out. Her package is right there. I'm right here. I'm getting back into my vehicle.
Now, listen to our people respond to this video.
White women, if you have any hurt feelings or any confusion about what we mean when we say it's all of y'all until it's none, let me give you a perfect example.
He's videoing me now.
Yeah, for my safety.
She's so afraid for her safety that she refuses to exit his vehicle. How scared can you be? This is the most 2026 Carolyn Bryant shit I've ever seen in my life. forcing this man into a position where he has to film himself, because we know how this could possibly play out otherwise.
Store, or is there anything in the area that you're in that you can go in and wait for your next Uber driver?
As you can see, the businesses right in front of us.
She's so afraid, and they're telling her, are there any businesses that you can go into since you feel so unsafe? Quite literally in front of her are businesses that she could go into. And still, she refuses to get out of his car. But she's not done, because she has one more racial trope to play.
I have an expensive package in the trunk. If I get out, what if he drives off with it?
The Uber driver literally has to film himself getting out of the car, going to the trunk, taking out her package, and setting it down on the ground by her door. Me personally, if I'm ever in a situation like that and I feel unsafe, I'm getting out of that situation. But see, that's not what's happening here. This is a clear case of her attempting to use her white privilege to paint him out as the big, dangerous black man. And it's not working. And so because it's not working, now she's going to paint him as a big, dangerous black man who might steal. This is the epitome of white exhaustion.
This Karen hops in an Uber, and out of nowhere, she says she feels unsafe with her driver. And like, okay, that's a valid concern, right? But the crazy part, she won't get out of the car. Sis, if you think someone's gonna hurt you, why are you still sitting there calmly having a whole conversation about it? The driver, super chill, even says, if you're so scared, I'll pull over and you can leave. He parks in a safe residential area with shops around him, but she's still sitting there, clutching her seatbelt like she's gonna get attacked. Instead of calling the police like any normal person would if you're feeling unsafe, she calls Uber support. Like, what's that gonna do? Uber support can't help you in this situation. You need real authorities. Then she starts talking about her expensive package in the trunk. Like that's supposed to be the big issue here. The driver, being chill as ever, gets out, grabs the package for her, but instead of grabbing it and bouncing, she just sits there, making the whole thing awkward. At this point, I'm just like, girl, if you feel so threatened, why not just call the cops, grab your stuff, and dip? But no, she's playing this whole game like she wants to escalate it, make it worse. Eventually, after a few more seconds of tension, she gets out. But honestly, the whole time I was thinking, if you're really in danger, you wouldn't be sitting there making small talk. She wanted a problem, and she got one.
I watched that whole Uber clip twice because I thought maybe I was missing something, but the math still ain't mathing. This woman keeps saying she feels unsafe, yet she's sitting comfortably in the man's car, seatbelt still on, phone out, having full conversations. Baby, when I feel unsafe, I'm gone. I'm not negotiating, I'm not debating, I'm not calling customer service, I'm getting out. The driver literally pulls over in a well-lit residential area with stores right there, tells her she can step out and wait for another ride, even records for his own protection, and instead of leaving, she stays put and calls Uber support like they're about to teleport through the phone and save her. And then she starts talking about some expensive package in the trunk. Girl, what? If I think somebody might hurt me, that package can live there forever. My life is more important than Amazon. The whole situation just feels off. Like it wasn't fear, it was control. Like she wanted him to react so she could say, see, I told you he was dangerous. Meanwhile, this man is calm, polite, not raising his voice, even getting out to hand her stuff back. And we've seen this story way too many times. Black men minding their business, getting labeled threats for existing. If you're truly scared, you leave. Staying seated and arguing doesn't scream danger, it screams drama. I'm sorry, but something about that just does not sit right with me.
This right here is a perfect example of why I will never do Uber. This right here is why I do not want strangers in my car. If you felt unsafe in a car with a black man, why did you accept the ride? If you didn't want to be in the car with him, why did you get in the car? This dude is telling you to get out of his car. In the whole video, he's telling you can get out the car. This man is not holding you against your will. He's not holding her hostage. He's telling you to get out of the car. And you sitting in his car calling Uber to get you another ride. If you feel unsafe in his car, why are you sitting in the car? If I feel unsafe in somebody's car, I'm getting out immediately. But this is what Karens do. You feel unsafe, but you sitting there in danger by yourself. I know this man just doing this to get money, but I will never do Uber again after this situation. And Uber, y'all need to reimburse me.
He's videoing me now.
Look at her eyes.
Yeah, for my safety.
If you feel endangered, I would refer you to call the police.
She says she feels unsafe. I'm sitting here, obviously, have my seatbelt on. Nothing's going on. She's sitting back there. She refuses to get out of my vehicle. So I'm recording for my safety.
But she's unsafe though.
And see, there's businesses right in front of us. See the businesses. She says she don't feel safe, but she refuses to get out. She can go right to the business over there. There's chairs. She can sit there with her things and wait for her next Uber.
She's gonna drive off with my packages. I mean,
Shorty is Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs. What do you mean you're scared? You're concerned for your safety, but you're not getting out. I commend you, my brother, for keeping a level head. One thing about me, if I'm Uber drive, this is why I don't Uber drive. If I tell you to get out my car, this is my car, bro, you better get out of my car. If I tell you to get out of my car, I don't care your gender, you better get out my car, okay? If you are so concerned for your safety, why the hell are you in here? Dude even showed videos of y'all surroundings. There's plenty of businesses around. It's not like you're in the woods. Get the hell out the damn car. Shorty is not right up here at all whatsoever. And I'm happy bro was recording for his safety.
White women have historically used tears and hysteria as deliberate tactics to summon state violence. Whether genuine or performative, these emotional displays increase the likelihood that authorities will believe their accusations and respond with force. The tears function to portray the white woman as a victim in need of protection, regardless of the actual circumstances. With the presumption of believability, white women operate with the knowledge that they will be believed when making accusations, particularly against black people, but in this case is a black man. This presumption stems from their dual position of oppression based on gender, but privilege based on race. The system consistently validates white women's narratives over those of black individuals, creating an asymmetry of credibility with life or death consequences. Although she didn't call 911, she called someone above him in position of authority, support, and/or power to get him in some kind of trouble and/or fired. We all know that white women weaponize 911 calls with the conscious understanding that police response to black people often involves violence or death. In summary, I'm glad that the brother handled this situation like he did because it could have went another way, and that he recorded her lies of her trying to weaponize her whiteness and him being a black man to her advantage. It didn't work, and he did the right thing by putting her and her so-called expensive box of soda pop cans out of his car.